What's up everyone, it's Adam from FWCI and there is no time to waste this week at all. This is World Wrestling Straya, episode 35. So there is an outrageous amount of stuff to get to this week. First, I'm going to get through the results for NXT and AEW as quick as I possibly can because there's a ton of news. There's heaps of figure reveals from Mattel overnight as well. We've got a whole bunch of yeah-nahs, got all the regular segments, so let's jump right into it. This week on NXT, started with Bobby Fish and Kushida defeating Roderick Strong and Tyler Rust in a tag team match. We got some more fun with Cameron Grimes being LA Knight's butler, which has just been a continually entertaining storyline happening on NXT. Frankie Monet defeated JC Jane. Kyle O'Reilly defeated Austin Theory one-on-one with no backup from the way. We had Odyssey Jones defeating Andre Chase in the NXT Breakout Tournament first round. A fun little match with LA Knight and Drake Maverick, two Impact Wrestling alums. Thanks to some distraction from the butler, Cameron Grimes at ringside, LA Knight actually got pinned by Drake Maverick in this match, and then after the match, LA Knight beat down Maverick and then forced the butler, Cameron Grimes, against his will to punch Drake Maverick right in the face. This was a good bit of storytelling because Cameron Grimes has really been no-selling this whole butler thing, much to LA Knight's chagrin, and this was a great way to get LA Knight a little bit more heat as a bit more of a despicable character in this role. And in the main event, it was Raquel Gonzalez retaining the NXT Women's Championship against Xia Li. And over on AEW, it was the first Labor of Jericho match. It was Chris Jericho defeating Shawn Spears in a one-on-one match, but after the match, this is where the meat really came in. MJF came out and announced that the second Labor of Jericho would be a no DQ match against Nick Gage of all people. So I had a lot more to say about AEW and the roster they're putting together here, but we'll smash through the rest of these results. We had Gallows defeating Kazarian, Darby Allin defeated Wheeler Yuta, but great segment at ringside with Orange Cassidy and Sting doing the Orange Cassidy gimmick. I actually really like that. Britt Baker retained the AEW Women's title against Nyla Rose. Orange Cassidy defeated The Blade, and in a very bloody main event, it was Jon Moxley losing the IWGP United States title to Lance Archer in a no-holds-barred last man standing match. There was a really crazy spot at the end there, but Lance Archer getting the win over Jon Moxley and winning the IWGP United States title.
G'day, mates. Well, I reckon this is it.
Thanks, Outback Jack. It is time for the Aussie Superstar Watch, and with the Nightmare on Raw, Rhea Ripley. She lost the Women's Championship at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view last week to Charlotte Flair. I kind of wasn't surprised that this happened. I did pick Rhea, but Charlotte getting the win, they're clearly trying to just give her a massive amount of title wins to match her dad as well. It's very obvious that's what they're trying to do with Charlotte Flair. But the next night on Raw, Rhea would challenge for the title again. Charlotte would get disqualified for using the championship belt, and after the match, Rhea beat the hell out of Charlotte, and Nikki Cross, the new Mrs. Money in the Bank, cashed in on Charlotte Flair and is the new Raw Women's Champion. So given the fact that the belt is now on Nikki Cross and they're not just putting it back on Charlotte for another month or something, I'm kind of glad that they took it off of Rhea for the purpose of changing it over onto Nikki Cross. So a very transitional title reign for Charlotte Flair, and who knows where this leaves Rhea Ripley moving forward. Bronson Reed had a little interview with Wade Barrett and the old Barrett Barrage on NXT this week, talking about his matchup with Adam Cole on NXT next week. So we know that match is coming. A little bit of an interview there from Bronson Reed. Toni Storm made her SmackDown debut this week against Zelina Vega in a one-on-one match. We heard reports that she was going to be debuting as a babyface, and it looks like that's true. With that being said, this was not a very lively match. I think having Zelina Vega as her opponent really hurt this match here. It just didn't have the energy that it usually would, and Toni Storm as a babyface, I'm sure she's always been great as a babyface, but I'm just loving her work as a heel at the moment so much that it's a shame that that's all just getting kind of thrown away. So at least she's on SmackDown. We'll see what happens next, but a little bit of an underwhelming debut from Toni Storm. Indy Hartwell had a backstage segment on NXT this week, and it's all infighting with the way at the moment. Poor Austin Theory, he is just gutted. He was like a puppy who's just been kicked in this episode of NXT right now, but still very entertaining. And we've still got the whole Indy Dexter storyline kind of loaded up to move into as well. So a bit of a rough week for old Indy Hartwell. Slapjack sighting. Well, Shane Thorne sighting actually. So it looks like Slapjack's a thing of the past. Thank God for that. Shane Thorne appeared in a battle royal after SmackDown went off the air last week, and he would end up celebrating with the baby faces after the match. So I guess they're looking at maybe having him on the SmackDown roster in some sort of babyface role. So we'll keep an eye out for Shane Thorne, but good to see him finally getting something to do. And we've seen quite a bit of Tenille Dashwood on Impact Wrestling at the moment. She teamed up with Brian Myers against Matt Cardona and his mystery opponent at Slammiversary last week. The mystery opponent ending up being the hot mess Chelsea Green. But this week it was Tenille actually taking the loss to the hot mess Chelsea Green in a 6-person tag match on Impact. But I just want to say, Brian Myers' Twitter game, we'll have an impromptu Brian Myers Twitter check-in right here in the middle of the Aussie Superstar Watch. This guy was hilarious. He's tweeting out the Broskis Hot 2 X's, a team that pro wrestling needed. Too easy. This match is going to be quicker than Cardona's AEW run. See you at Impact Slammiversary. Damn. That's a hell of a slam by old mate Brian Myers. We've got RIP Broski's Balls. He is absolute quality on Twitter, especially during this feud with Matt Cardona. So Tenille Dashwood and the honorary Aussie Bunning Snag Brian Myers doing a lot of stuff on Impact at the moment. But now it's time for this week's news, and boy howdy, there's a lot of it. So starting off on Monday Night Raw, it was a very newsworthy week on Raw. We had Goldberg returning to challenge Bobby Lashley, so that match is going to happen at SummerSlam. I mean, Goldberg is what it is. I mean, he really shouldn't be going for titles. They should have him coming back and challenging Bobby Lashley before Lashley held the title. And Lashley can beat Goldberg and go on to win the title, like that kind of thing. So, don't really care about Goldberg coming back. Keith Lee returned and was beaten by Bobby Lashley just before Goldberg came out, so very random return by Keith Lee. If he was sent off to get in shape, it does not look like he's lost a lot of weight. He looks the same size as ever, which was never a problem, but just weird that Keith Lee is just very randomly shows back up to have a match with Bobby Lashley. He looked impressive at moments, but yeah, at the end of the day, he just got beaten on TV in his big return, which, that sucks. At the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, we had obviously Nikki Cross getting the win, and Big E won the men's Money in the Bank this year. So, looks like we're going to see Big E going for a championship at some point in the near future. I hope he wins it, because Big E is awesome. He's quality. He's earned this opportunity to hold that title, and congratulations to Big E. WWE has trademarked complaining is not conversation. Oh God, I don't know where this is going or what this is all about, but man, WWE sometimes can be very tone deaf about some things. This has given me immediate vibes of that. I remember that Stand Up for WWE campaign they had that just so happened to coincide with Linda McMahon's Senate run. It was very this is just disgusting. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with this whole business here, but keep an eye out for Complaining is Not Conversation coming to a TV screen near you from WWE. Thunder Rosa has formally signed with AEW as well, so she's been doing a lot of work with them on TV and everything like that. She's finally signed a contract, so Thunder Rosa officially All Elite. But not only did we get Thunder Rosa and Nick Gage showing up on Dynamite this week, Chavo Guerrero was revealed as Andrade's new executive assistant. They would have a nice little promo that got interrupted by Death Triangle. That whole segment was awesome. That's a feud that I can get behind. Andrade with a couple of dudes against Death Triangle. Just amazing. I'm so pumped for this. Oh, and by the way, John Cena returned, challenged Roman Reigns, and New Japan's Jay White showed up on Impact for the first time ever. So yeah, a lot of news to get through this week. But let's move on to the regular segment, starting with Better Than Baron Corbin.
Well, Nakamura has swiped the crown again. Setting Corbin.
So Corbin apparently lost money on his crowdfunding website that he revealed last week, and his identity has been stolen. He's got no credit cards, he's got not a thing to his name, he looks like trash. Loving this storyline with Baron Corbin. But you know who didn't have a bad week and their identity has still kind of been stolen as well? Nikki Cross, or Nikki ASH, which is just the worst ring name of all time. But congratulations to Nikki Cross on winning the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair. That's a hell of a week. Winning Money in the Bank, cashing it in the next night. That makes Nikki Cross better than Baron Corbin. And this week's You Gotta Be Joking Me. 2 botched call-ups from NXT to the main roster in 1 week. We had Karrion Kross taking that 3-minute loss to Jeff Hardy through. It was fine. Okay, it was a dirty roll-up pin, but Karrion Kross is the guy on NXT. I wonder what USA thinks about their NXT champion going to Raw and getting beaten, you know, in the middle of the show with no real fanfare or anything like that. All I can say is I hope this gives Karrion Kross the opportunity to get really mad and really upset and really portray some aggression and anger in this feud coming up. And then we had Toni Storm inexplicably debuting as a babyface to a very lukewarm match with Zelina Vega. I think Toni Storm would have been better off coming in as a heel, attacking a babyface after the match. She would have got that like, oh my god, it's Toni Storm cheer, but she could have done something dastardly and really lent into that kind of menacing character that she was just starting to get some momentum with over on NXT. So WWE once again botching 2 NXT call-ups. You gotta be joking me.
You gotta be joking me.
But this week's You Beauty is just the AEW roster in general. My god, they are just building a really, really strong roster. People have always been saying they're not going to be competition to WWE, but damn, they're building themselves quite a foundation to give that a red hot crack. But I mean, look at AEW's roster. We've got Omega, Moxley, Jericho, Sting, Andrade, Malachi Black, Christian, the Young Bucks, Pentagon, Phoenix, Pac, FTR, Matt Hardy, and now we add Chavo Guerrero as the manager for Andrade and Nick Gage, even if it's just for the one night. That's a hell of a roster. And as far as depth goes, I haven't even mentioned up-and-coming superstars like Brian Cage, MJF, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Page, Johnny Hungy, of course. And now there's rumors that Daniel Bryan and CM Punk might be going to AEW for an in-ring role. Like, there's rumors that Bryan has already signed a contract that starts in September and Punk is in negotiation for something. So this is really starting to accelerate at a blinding pace for AEW, and I'm absolutely loving it. If they can get Bryan and Punk, their roster might even be too bloated. This is probably why they're setting up Rampage. I'm guessing that a lot of this has kind of been in the works for a long time. So yeah, you want to talk about You Beauties. AEW is absolutely killing it at the moment as far as the choices that they're making on when they sign people and things like that. So Tony Khan and his roster at AEW, You Beauty. You Beauty. You Beauty. And it's time for Yeah Nah. This is the segment where you guys ask me questions in the comments. Use the hashtag Yeah Nah July. You could win yourself a Jerry the King Lawler Elite figure at the end of the month. Ask me a wrestling question. Leave me a wrestling comment. I might answer it on the next show, but let's jump right into the Yeah Nahs because we've got a whole bunch of these as well. So starting with old mate Patrick Roberts. Yeah Nah. Forget Goldberg. What former WWE star would you like to see return for another run?
But the fact is, and he's a fact for you, mate.
The Iconics, maybe? No, for a big main event program, give me Bully Ray. He might be a little bit past it now, but I think WWE really missed the boat on having Bully Ray in WWE when he returned back in like 2015 or whatever it was. So I'd love to see Bully Ray come back for, you know, one last big run. With that being said, I'm a big Charlie Haas guy. And if Charlie Haas showed up with a axe to grind against Shelton Benjamin and we finally got that feud, that would make me very happy as well. So the Iconics, Charlie Haas, Bully Ray, bring them all back now. Reedy Dog asks, do you feel a little bad that Corbin's life has started falling apart? Yeah, nah, of course not. Why would I? Baron Corbin. It's all good fun, and they're playing it perfectly well. So I'm loving every second of this absolute devastation in the life of Baron Corbin. But also from Riddy Dog, do you think WWE could get an invasion storyline right? Have you enjoyed any of them in the past? Yeah, I have enjoyed I enjoyed the invasion for WCW. I was, like 15 when that all happened, so I was kind of in that prime age. There was a lot of WCW on free to air, not a lot of WCW, there was like one show on like 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday night, but there was, WCW was accessible to wrestling fans in Australia if you sought it out. A lot more than WWF, unless you had, pay TV, of course, which I did not. So I love the WCW invasion storyline. Obviously, it could have been so much better, but you know what? When Chuck Palumbo and Sean Stasiak and, Sean O'Hare showed up, I was like, oh, here we go. Young blood is in the house. Like, I wasn't sitting there going, who are these guys? I was like, oh, this guy does a swanton bomb. I can't wait. Like, I was just into watching that storyline, which I had to watch on video, months and months later. That was just how it happened back then. But as far as could WWE do a good invasion storyline these days, I don't think so. They really just seem too homogenized in general. NXT might be able to do something interesting, but main roster, hell no. Steve Milemans asked, what's your favorite mid-card entrance, past or present? Glacier did a lot of jobs, but his entrance gear was one of the best in the whole WCW era. My favorite mid-card entrance, past or present, mid-card, Fandango. When he used to come out with the big giant display of him and he would like do that weird pose, that was so corny and cheesy and just kind of perfect for the character. So Fandango, Brodus Clay with the Funkadactyls, that was also underrated. The crowd loved the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay back in the day. And back to Patrick Roberts again. Do you have a favorite wrestler cosplay attire? Yeah, this is kind of a cosplayception, I guess. So, Rey Mysterio was the Phantom at Halloween Havoc, 1998. Just loved it with how it really, really looked like the proper Phantom with Rey Mysterio and the mask and everything like that. Fast forward, we then get Santos Escobar dressed up like Rey Mysterio, dressed up like the Phantom. Keep going, we've got Seth Rollins also dressed up like Rey Mysterio, dressed up like the Phantom as well. So anything that represented that Halloween Havoc match with the purple, I'm always in for. There's a couple of figures coming out that are paying homage to that attire as well that I'll definitely be getting. So definitely Rey Mysterio, Halloween Havoc 97 as the Phantom. But the Mysterio Marvel villain one recently at WrestleMania was pretty decent as well. And the last year now from JB and Fritchley, if there were any Aussie wrestlers that would get really big and make a movie and all that like The Rock, who would it be? So which Aussie wrestler could translate to Hollywood? Rhea Ripley. If you haven't seen the Army of the Dead movie, first of all, go see it. It's amazing. There was a role in that Rhea would have been absolutely perfect for. The girl in it looked like Rhea, but Rhea's just a bigger, stronger, more warrior-looking kind of person. And it was a pretty basic role as well. There wasn't like no really serious emotional scenes, but it was a real kind of, warrior kind of role. I can't remember her name. The Coyote, I think her name was. But definitely get Rhea Ripley in Hollywood ASAP because she's a star.
Fellas, what is going on? It is the Loose Ledge, Adam Brooks here, and you are watching World Wrestling Straya. I love that name. Straya.
So normally that would be it, but Mattel just revealed a whole heap of, upcoming WWE figures at Comic-Con, or Comic-Con at home this year. So I'm going to try and smash through these as quick as I can because there are so many to get through. So we'll do another little yeah nah with the figures. So this Ember Moon basic, yeah nah, yeah, I like it. Hopefully it looks better than that concept art, but I'll definitely be getting that one. Isaiah Swerve Scott basic, yeah nah, yeah, hell yeah. And I'll get that one as well, just because I love Isaiah Swerve Scott and his work from Lucha Underground as well. What do we got here? Mandy Rose Basic. Yeah, nah. I got a Mandy Rose already, but yeah, it looks alright. I don't know. Maybe not. Nah, probably not. Keith Lee Basic. Yeah, nah. After the debut this week, nah, I'll pass, thanks. Now we're talking. Like I was saying before, the Phantom Rey Mysterio, but this is Santos Escobar basic. Yeah, nah, hell yeah. Give me one out of the box. Give me one in the box. Give me all of them. And then we get these ones here, the Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. These are going to be basics. It looks like there's a chase and they both come with a mask as well. So I'll be getting all of these. Looks like I'm going to have an abundance of masks, which should help my Lucha Underground custom set that I'm trying to collate. But yeah, I'll definitely get Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde for the basic set here. This is what is this from? The Championship Showdown. This is a classy Championship Showdown. I don't get any of those, but I might get this one just to keep in the box because, I mean, Brett and Undertaker, that's a great matchup to have. And it's a nice looking Brett. More about that later because I have seen a couple of these. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, I'll be getting that one. Goldberg in shorts and Drew McIntyre, hell no. Street Profits, depending on what the set looks like. I still don't have any Street Profits figures, so it might be a good way to get them as a team. Kushida in the Elite Collection, but I'm wondering if that jacket's going to look weird without the denim vest underneath, because it looks like he's missing a part of that costume, so I'll reserve judgment until it actually comes out, but it's still Kushida, so I'll still grab it. New School MVP Elite, don't really want it. I don't know, it just doesn't do a lot for me. Ooh, Elite 88 Rey Mysterio. So this is him dressing up like his Masters of the Universe toys. So that's pretty cool. Love Rey Mysterio. I'll always pick one up if I see that one in the shops. The original bro, the Stallion Battalion, Matt Riddle. Probably nah. I've already got a Matt Riddle. Doesn't do anything for me. Cool looking figure, but I'll pass. Roman Reigns Elite 88. Maybe if I still haven't got the blue Universal title, but that looks like it's a cool Roman. It'll probably come with another head as well, I reckon. They seem to do that with all of his figures now, but maybe. I'm a big fan of these Trish Stratuses here. The Trish Stratus in the pink and black, and then in the white and red. Both of these look awesome. Still maybes though, depends how available they are. I'm not going to go out of my way to seek these out, but here we go. The collector's edition for Elite 88, the Zodiac. To all those people out there asking for a Zodiac figure, why? So that's a hard nah for me. Bobby Lashley Elite 89. This looks really good. I'm probably going to grab this one. Lashley's really carved out a real aura as the WWE champion, so I think this one's going to be worth getting. Damian Priest, maybe. I really don't like the purple tights, but I don't know. Again, this will probably come down to how available it is in the stores. Dominic Mysterio with the kendo stick. Sure. I like Ray. Dominic, you get a little bit of credit for being Ray's son, so I'll grab it. Drew McIntyre with the kilt and the sword. Nah. I don't like Drew. He's very, very boring. I'm sure this figure is going to look great on the shelf, but it doesn't do a great deal for me. The Goon is going to be the collector's edition for Elite 89. Nah. If I come across this, expect it to come up on World Wrestling Straya as a giveaway. There's Nia Jax in Elite 89. There's a chase here. I still need another women's tag team championship, and Nia is actually very toyetic, especially that purple one. So if I can see the purple one out and about, that's the chase, is it? Okay, the purple one's the chase, so I might hunt that one down, but mainly to get the tag team championship. Elite 89 Sergeant Slaughter. Nah, that's like Villain Slaughter. Doesn't do anything for me. Elite Series 90 Big Boss Man. Hell yeah. I got some of the old 80s guys, and it's missing a Boss Man. He was iconic for that era, and that figure looks amazing, so I'll definitely be grabbing it. Big Bronson Reed. Hell yes. Give me yes with iced coffee and a Balfour's pie and a frog cake on top, because this figure looks awesome. They gave it that really cool Bam Bam Bigelow attire. I'll be getting plenty of these when they come out, for sure. Mustafa Ali Elite 90. Hell yeah. I for everything you can say about Retribution, I really like the logo, I really liked his attire, and I thought this was a really iconic look for Ali. So I don't have an Ali figure, so I'll definitely be getting the Mustafa Ali Elite 90. Don't know what's going on with this one. Elite 90, Randy Orton, I think that's his WrestleMania tights. I don't know what the glasses are about, maybe I'm forgetting something, but nah. Mia Yim, interesting. Reckoning, I should say. Interesting, very cool looking figure. If that's around, I might grab it, but I don't need a Mia Yim, another Mia Yim, especially Reckoning's figure. Chief J Strongbow, the collector's edition for Elite 90. I don't know, maybe he might look cool on a shelf with the headdress, but I don't know, is this one of those cases where like he wasn't even Native American anyway? I don't really know much about Chief Jay Strongbow, so it's probably going to be a bit of a nah for me. Elite 90, Jey Uso. Yeah, nah, I feel like we've already got one of them with that exact same attire on, so nah, I'm good on that one. Elite 91, Bianca Belair, yeah, nah. You know what? Yeah, that looks really, really cool. I have a Bianca in the box, but this one looks a lot cooler. I really like the attire. I'll be picking this one up, provided that, you know, I can actually get my hands on it. Oh, here we go. The Elite Collection. I can't believe this is just in the regular Elite Collection. Hulk Hogan. This is 2003 Hulk Hogan. I'm positive of it. This is WrestleMania 19 Hogan. I'm trying to collect the entire WrestleMania 19 card. I've got pretty much the entire thing. Hogan has been like, what am I going to do about this one? So this coming out, this is a huge year for me. This will be going straight to the WrestleMania shelf with, I need to get Vince McMahon now as well. That's the other one that was going to be a pain. But loving this one. This looks fantastic, and I'll be grabbing this for sure. Another massive, RVD. Oh my god, that attire is so iconic. It's going to come with the thumbs for the first time. I really think that the hands are a game changer with action figures, so I'll definitely be picking this one up. This will be the first RVD I've had, and yeah, that's a great way to start. Is it Elite Collection 91? That's going to be a good set. Hopefully we get heaps of those in Australia. Adam Cole, Elite 92. Too soon, guys, too soon. People are going to be glad they can complete that Undisputed Era camo attire. For that reason, I might pick up the camo one, but it's a nah on the green. The Elite Collection 92, The Fiend. So, put it this way, nah for me, but the missus collects anything with Bray Wyatt, so she'll want this. So, this will end up in my house on her Bray Wyatt shelf, but I don't know. Doesn't really do anything for me, even after the concept art, I would say. Another Karrion Kross Elite. Well, hopefully he's, it's still worth money at that point, but this is with the proper ring attire. I'll probably grab it if it's around for sure. The Raquel Gonzalez Elite. So good to see Raquel's first figure is going to be in the Elite line. I can't wait for that one there. I'll grab Raquel Gonzalez because she's been a great champion and I love the NXT roster. Chainsaw Charlie Elite Collection Sneak Peek. Wow. I'm assuming that might go in like the Legends line perhaps, but if I can see it around, I might grab it, but that's a weird one to get. Oh, Chainsaw Charlie. That was a very obscure, brief period of time in wrestling history. And guys, is it true, Dad? Is it really true? Is there a Dominic Mysterio Elite of him as a little child? Yep, there it is. Am I weird for wanting to get this and then put it next to Eddie Guerrero wearing the I'm Your Pappy shirt? If I got this, that's all I would want to do with it, I think. But it's the Build-A-Figure. Okay, that's going to be a weird Build-A-Figure. Interested to see how that one goes. Oh, wow. And now we've got this line, the Hollywood line. John Cena from Fast and the Furious, Roddy Piper from They Live, and then Rock from Hobbs and Shaw. This is a very interesting, weird line. Very good on WWE's part. We got more of these ones announced as well. But nah on these, probably a nah. But the Roddy Piper one does look pretty amazing. So I think we'll grab the Roddy Piper, but I'm cool with the Cena and the Rock. But then we're going to get Roman Reigns. We're going to get the Scorpion King. There's going to be Andre the Giant as Godzilla. There's a Cowboy Bob Orton coming out, Jake the Snake, Triple H. I mean, most of these are pretty good. Oh my god, there's just the Bionic Redneck, that's the other one. I'm on 4% battery, so I'm trying to wrap this up. That looks awesome, the Bionic Redneck, loving that. China, not really into the Masters of the Universe figures. The Rey Mysterio looks pretty amazing. Now, I'm not really into the retro series. Mean Gene would probably be a very cool one to get, just because Mean Gene was absolutely awesome, but I don't see myself picking up Bob Orton or Mr. T or Roddy Piper. Actually, I do collect Roddy Pipers, so actually a lot of this set I might end up getting, to be completely honest. This is really the first retro set that I've looked at and been like, I like all of those. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And they ship them all together. I'm down with that. But getting back into the Elite collection, Big E, Nah, but that's a really cool figure. It's a shame that I don't need it because they've already had so many New Day figures that it's almost, not required. But that's a great figure. Dakota Kai, hell yeah. We got to get her for the Kiwi corner at the back. Dakota Kai is awesome as well. Love seeing her on NXT, so super keen for her to get an Elite figure. Earthquake in the Canadian tights. I'm guessing this is from a specific event. But I am in the search for a Tugboat and Typhoon and the other one was the other Earthquake in the regular non-Canadian tights. Not sure what this one is. Not a fan. Yokozuna in the Royal Rumble Elite. Maybe. The hands could be a game changer. I do have a Yokozuna, a really nice one with the red tights on and the proper sumo robe. I imagine this might come with the robe as well, but I will keep an eye out for that one. If I do see it and it looks good in the box, I think I'll grab it. Jimmy Hart Royal Rumble Elite Build-A-Figure. Sure, why not? I like the vibrant pink jacket, but I do have a Jimmy Hart already, although I think his sunglasses went to JTG. But I'm digging this, and again, the hands are always a game changer. So this is the Survivor Series Elite Collection. That Bret Hart, what is with the orange? Why does Mattel seem determined to add orange to every new Bret Hart figure? It is mind-boggling. But going from right to left, Keith Lee, Hulk Hogan, if I see it around. Bayley, a little bit weird. And Bret Hart, why has it got orange on it? That looks absolutely stupid. Does not look like the greatest Bayley figure, to be honest, so I'll pass on that one. That orange in the love hearts, that is a puzzling choice there, Mattel. That is a really, really cool Hulk Hogan. That is a classic looking Hulk Hogan action figure. You can't ask for more Hulk Hogan looking figure than this one here. So that one's, like I say, if that is out and about and I see it on the shelf, I'll very likely grab it because it looks amazing. We got a ringside exclusive Tommaso Ciampa as the Blackheart. This looks awesome. This will definitely be getting ordered in this house. Probably a couple, one for the Lucy, one for the Bray Wyatt / Ciampa / Fred Ottman shelf. Yep, that's what the missus collects. Love this one though. That looks absolutely awesome. Alexa Bliss Ultimate Edition. That looks like it's going to be classic Alexa Bliss, so interesting to see what they do to make that one different to the Elites that we've had in the past. This is absolutely insane. He's got the voice box modulator, 2 heads. I feel like the thing they've not mastered with the Kane Elites is the size of the head and how the hair sits and everything like that. These both look amazing. Don't know what's going on with that belt. I hope that's not what we're looking at this one, but Kane in the cape, which never even made it on TV, but there's a photograph of it that is just, the stuff of wrestling legend. So, but that figure looks pretty damn awesome on its own as well. That's a nice Kane. I got the Undertaker as Kane one and it just doesn't quite look right. Another Ultimate Edition. This one is the Undertaker. Geez, this is a hell of a figure. Somebody said the middle face looks like Michael Jackson. I'm inclined to agree with that. But yeah, that one might be one to get and keep in the box because that's a hell of a snapshot of The Undertaker's career in figure form. The Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition Ultimate Warrior. That's too many words. Ultimate in one sentence. He's got the no face paint. He's got the face paint. That looks really, really cool with the yellow Intercontinental title as well. Will I get it? Nah, unless I get it for a good price, but probably nah. I've already got a Warrior in that attire, and I know you say hands are game changers, but his hands are already like this, so he already looks like he's very Warrior-like as it is. The Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy, I'd love to get it. Honestly, I really need a spinner title, so I'd get it just for that. But, I mean, good luck getting one of these at the moment, because this and the Hogan, that one are impossible to get online at the moment. I don't know why these two are so popular, but very odd that those have come out and, they're just so difficult to find. This Batista Ultimate Edition. Hell yes, this looks awesome. I don't have a Batista from that era. I just want to get a good Evolution, you know, set that I can put on display, but that'll definitely be in that. That figure looks absolutely amazing. AJ Styles WrestleMania Elite Collection. So I guess this is from the Bonehouse Brawl. What was it called? Boneyard Brawl. Bonehouse Brawl. The Boneyard Brawl. Yeah, nah. I don't think I need another AJ, but that looks really good right there. I'd be curious to see how good that looks in person as well. The Vince McMahon Build-A-Figure, yeah, nah. Yeah, if I can collect it, I'll try and get it, but it depends how long his legs are, put it that way. If that's a normal size Vince McMahon, then yeah, I'll grab it, because that is a very cool looking figure of him in the tux. So these are like the Remco WCW figures. That's my understanding of it. That's the same style as the Masters of the Universe, so I guess that's why they're making these now. They're trying to have that old retro toy line, and if they can blend them with the Masters of the Universe, it's actually quite smart. But I did not like the Remco figures. I don't think they look that good. That looks absolutely dreadful, and Honky Tonk Man is a horrible human being. Don't like it. What is that? This one had me like, huh? I mentioned the Misso collects Bray Wyatt figures. I had to do a lot of digging to figure out that this is even Bray Wyatt, so I don't know what to make of that. That one is just weird. Why is Ric Flair in glasses and a robe? It seems like a pointless addition to that figure. Hollywood Hogan, that one has a little bit of like a cuteness to it, like a little bit of charm, but it is not a good, it's still not a great figure. I wouldn't just have that on a shelf by itself when I've got the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan, which looks amazing. And this was the ring, the deluxe scale ring with all the slats and everything on it. It comes with an entranceway and a Diesel figure as well. Yeah, nah. I know it comes with a Doink as well, but and it's one of those fan funding things. I don't really get into that, and I don't think I need a ring from that era at all. So that's all the Mattel reveals, and God, there was so much. I think my favorite figures from this particular reveal, probably the Legado del Fantasma basics that come with the face paint and the mask. I just love Legado del Fantasma, so very keen for that. Bronson Reed, obviously. Dakota Kai, there was a Rhea Ripley battle pack that, that'd be a cool one to get to add to the Rhea, figure collection anyway. There was some very interesting choices there in some of the Elite packs. There's a beautiful Hulk Hogan coming out that I'm going to need to get. Overall, I think it was a pretty impressive reveal this year. This is, there wasn't a great deal on there that, was really baffling. Again, the Remco ones just don't do a great deal for me, but I know there's a lot of people out there that want those, so, good on you. Enjoy your Masters of the Universe and WWE figures together, I guess. But yeah, that was a great reveal. Keen to see what these figures look like once they come out and we have them in hand. I mean, it's, a very exciting time to be a figure collector. Bring it! But that's going to wrap it up this week. Thank you so much for watching World Wrestling Straya. This is going up on 2 channels. It is going up on the FWCI Etc. channel. It's also going up on FWCI Sports and Gaming. Now, if you like World Wrestling Straya, you need to subscribe to FWCI Sports and Gaming. That's where all of my wrestling content is going. Wrestling games, figures, TV show, World Wrestling Straya. Everything is going to be on FWCI Sports and Gaming, so go subscribe there. There's a link in the comments. I'll share the link everywhere as well, but thank you for your support. Don't forget, #YeahNahJuly. Down in the comments, ask me a wrestling question, win yourself a Jerry the King Lawler Elite action figure, and as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, see you in the next video. Peace.